What's up, guys? Welcome back to another Diesel Dog video. Doing a review today on my Ariat work boots I got. Now, I planned on doing about a 6-month review. That came and went. So we're about 9 months on these things. So not quite a year. And so I just thought I'd get into a quick review on these things. A lot of people have asked. I post some pictures every once in a while on Instagram. If you're not following me there, go ahead and give me a follow. Got some content going on over there. But I like to do these reviews on YouTube. Um, just a quick backstory. This is my second pair of Ariat pull-on boots like this that I've had for work. My last pair was part of the Groundbreaker series. So these are the WorkHogs. First pair of WorkHogs. So I had the Groundbreakers, and then I switched to a different style boot. If you've been following me, then you're familiar with my Thorough Goods I tried out. Love these boots. But just kind of tying the 8-inch top every day, multiple times a day in the morning, get to work, change to go back home, whatnot. I decided to go with another pull-on boot. And I had good luck with the Ariats. So I kind of was leaning towards that. I did look at the Thorogood pull-on boots. They're like crazy horse leather style that kind of look like these. Some of them got a white sole with a heel. I didn't think they were super comfortable. Maybe it was just my size or what. I don't know. I tried a few on, couldn't find one that really fit right. Found the Ariats in the same store. So I tried on the WorkHogs and loved how these things felt. Super comfortable just putting them on. So I forked out the cash. These were not cheap. They're over $200, but you would assume you get what you pay for, and decided to try out the Ariat WorkHog boots. There's a couple different styles. As you can see, we've got some pretty cool, nice looking stitching on the upper, which kind of attracted me to these boots. Never really had anything that quite stylish. And for a work boot, I think it's pretty rad. These are a composite toe. They call it a carbon toe. It's got a little tag on the side there that says carbon toe. And then I usually wear, now people ask me about sizing. My last Ariat video got a ton of questions about sizing. And I kind of go into it in the video, but you're going to have to go try them on. I can't tell you what size to wear because I had a pair of Carolinas a while back, like logger boots. Ended up going with like a 9.5 in those, 8.5 in these Thorough Goods. My last pair of Ariats was an 8. I try to get the pull-on boots a little skinnier, slimmer, and try to compensate for some of the stretch you're going to get. And these were no different. I tried an 8.5, and I could just feel a little bit of looseness. And I figured once they stretch out, it's going to be too loose. I made that mistake with a pair of Irish setters years ago. That's how I, learned the hard way. So I went with another pair of 8s on these things, which, you wouldn't think I need to go size that far down, but these fit perfect. Perfect fit in the toe. Perfect fit on the top of your foot. I don't slide around. Even after 9 months, they had a little bit of stretch because they were a little bit tight at first, but the stretch after 9 months is perfect. I slip these things on and they're still super comfortable. The Ariat work boot line, I think, comes with a little bit beefier footbed. Your insole, you got a nice, looks like a nice arch support going on there. First time I've ever pulled one of these out in these boots. Looking like after 9 months, I'm getting a little bit of wear right at the toe, but the big toe part there. That's pretty normal. I always end up getting that. Those Thorough Goods I had for 3 years and never changed the insoles. Just but we're not reviewing the Thorough Goods. I don't want to go back. I love those Thorough Goods, man. Those were awesome boots, good boots. Really, no reason to switch other than I like this style boot that Ariat has for work. The sole is definitely a beefier sole than I had on the Groundbreaker. I think the Groundbreaker is kind of like a kind of middle of the road between stylish square toe, cowboy style pull-on boot and work boot, because those were also a composite toe on those. But A little bit, the Groundbreakers have a little bit more slender toe box. As you can see, the WorkHogs have a little bit taller toe, a little more squared off coming up and over, uh, which I will fault a little bit just because I'm wearing through this toe already. Usually I don't wear through the steel toes that quickly. Usually it's after like a couple years, but these I've already got. Maybe it's just the work I've been doing. I don't know. It's always in my left boot. My right boot uh, won't wear through the toe. It's only my left one because I always lean on my, like when I kneel down, I kneel on my left knee and I drag that foot. So I am getting some wear there. Not a big deal. You could probably put some toe caps on these things and get some more life out of them, but I have not done that. And since I'm already worn through, I probably won't do that. I like how they look without the toe caps. So that's one part there where we're wearing it through. But other than that, they're holding up pretty good. I've never oiled them. Maybe I should clean them up and oil them. I don't know. But, I get enough 15, 40, 75, 90, little ATF here and there. Coating these things. They're pretty oil resistant, waterproof. We've been getting a bunch of snow here and cold temperatures here in Illinois. And I just throw on some wool socks, put these bad boys on, and I have not had cold feet for any amount of time I've been outside. And in the summers, my feet did not sweat very much. So these things are all around good boots so far. As always, I'm going to leave a link to the boot down in the description if you want to go check them out yourself. But like I said, before anyone asks me about sizing or anything, don't buy boots off the internet. Go try them on. Go to a store. Support local. And get up, like pull them on, walk around, talk to someone who might know what they're doing. If they have someone in there that knows, go to your Buckeyes, Rural King, wherever. Try them on. Don't order them online. You'll never get it right. Maybe if you're lucky, but wouldn't recommend it. I will point out that there's like a couple slits cut in the back here and kind of like some stretch. They got like some stretch there, I guess, to help your heel as you're putting your foot into the boot. Kind of help stretch that out and relax a little bit back there as you go in, so you're not like yanking that thing on, having to like yank your foot through there. Kind of help the on and off process. I will not buy certain lined boots. I would rather have like all leather uppers and no liner at all, but the Ariats do have a little bit of a liner. I don't mind this style because there's like no padding in there. Some of them have all this padding in between the liner and the leather, and I think it's just a sign of a cheaply made boot. These just have a really nice thin liner, just another barrier there. But they do have a leather heel cap in there, and that is where I have found failure before in a pull-on boot. On a pair of Wolverines, they had just a cloth, just regular liner back there. They didn't have anything, any kind of other support. So if you're looking for a pair of pull-on boots, check the heel cap there. If it's got a leather heel cap in there, that's going to keep from that thing wearing out, bunching up in your heel as you wear it. I was at like 6 months on those Wolverines. I couldn't even wear it anymore. The liner and the heel just started coming apart, bunching up. Every time I pulled my boot off, it would suck back out of the boot, and I would have to try to push it back in there. I even tried taking fishing line and like sewing it through the outside in through that heel part, and it just never got it right. So now every single pull-on boot, I look for a leather heel cap in there. So very well-made boot. Everything I'm looking for in a pull-on boot, I will say. Really the only issue I have with buying like one of these made in Vietnam, I would prefer to buy made in USA boot like the Thorogood. In my next pair of boots, I may go back to that. I don't know yet. But the Ariats, I say Ariat. Everyone says it's Ariat, like Secretariat. I know. But I'm used to saying Ariat, so It's a habit. How do you say it? Down in the comments. Let me know how you say it. So, anyways, so as far as buying a boot not made in USA, I would recommend Ariats all day. Even the design of these boots, I love. Like when I'm sitting with my foot, over top of the knee and my jean comes up and I get a little bit of that stitching in there. I'm like, oh yeah, look at that boot. Good looking boot. Let me tell you. The other boot does not have any wear on the toe, holding up good. So, anyways, guys, this is my, let's call it 9-month review on the Ariat WorkHog work boots. Would I recommend these to anyone looking for a slip-on work boot? Absolutely. My last pair I got almost 2 years out of every day as a mechanic. These have, we're at 9 months, still going strong, other than this little part on the toe, but hey, it is what it is. Adds character. So yeah, let me know down in the comments your guys' experience with these boots. If you're here looking for a review on a recommendation on a pull-on boot for work, I mean, they held up pretty good for me. Hard to say if I'm gonna get another pair of these or the Thorogoods. If I try on the Thorogoods and the next time I need boots and I still don't like them, then I'll just go back to get another pair of Ariats. Really like them. I like my last pair. Like these. Highly recommend. Top two, Thorogoods and Ariats are pretty much my boots now. My first video I made on the Groundbreakers, I talked about, having Red Wings and Irish Setters, and I had Wolverines. I had a whole bunch of other pair of boots that I've tried out over the years. We're at 17 years now in the industry, so quite a few pairs of boots I've gone through. And the Thorogoods and Ariats, I think, have been my favorite. So would recommend both of them, but we're talking about the Ariats, so go check these out and let me know down in the comments what you think. Any questions, comments, concerns, I'd be happy to answer. Like, comment, subscribe. Thanks, guys, for watching. See you in the next video.